I'm Ben Stockwell. Today I'm joined by Chris Kanata, the head coach of the UAlbany softball program, which was selected first in this year's America East softball preseason poll. Chris, thank you for joining me today.
You're welcome, Ben.
Last year, UAlbany won its first conference title since 2018. When you look back on that tournament run, what are some memories that really stick out to you about that whole experience?
We just had a really special group of seniors last year. Four of the five of them were fifth year seniors, so spent a lot of time with them over the years and kind of they grew up and became really great players. And then I think they really were very focused from the very beginning last year. They had a mission and really they didn't really waver from day one. So it's special and you don't, as a coach, you don't get that all that often. Every now and then you get a very special team. The supporting cast of the juniors and the sophomores and the freshmen they just did their roles and, everything worked out pretty well.
For you, what do you hope that some of those, student athletes who were underclassmen last year, take with them this year, whether it's lessons they learned from those graduate students or just experiences on the field?
One thing to be a supporting player in that cast, and then it's a completely different thing to now have be the ones that have to be the leaders and have to be the clutch performers and have to come up big in games for us. And if they're able to do that, then we should be okay.
How has the team meshed so far into fall ball and then, looking as, you're getting closer to the season now?
So we have nine new kids. So it was just getting to know each other first. We do a lot of fundamentals in the fall. Next week it's going to be lights are on and we'll see how they react to it. It's a lot different in the fall when the games don't count and everybody's kind of like, oh yeah, nice job. And then when it's for real, it gets a little more tense.
For you, you've been around the America East for a while now. What have you seen from this league in the last few years where, we have a situation this past year, three teams were decided by one game, the top three teams. The fourth
Right.
was the four-time defending champs, and the fifth seed was the team that you faced in the championship game. So what have you seen from this league here in recent years?
Just overall parity, which makes the tournament so much more fun. Like the tournament really had some really exciting games last year and the year before. And so that just makes it fun. Like it matters what happens during the regular season. You're obviously playing to win the regular season and then at least play for second to get a bye. But then for everybody else, it's like a new start and, anybody can win and you have a good weekend at the right time and you get to go to the NCAAs.
What are those things on the field, those elements of, of the game where you guys think you can have or you need to have success if you want to get those, be close there in the last inning or two?
Obviously, pitching. We have now two senior pitchers that going to have to step into a big role and replace, what Wendy did for us. And then we have two freshman pitchers. They're pretty talented kids, but they are going to have to learn how to pitch at this level and take some lumps and, just keep getting better as the year goes on.
How do you kind of look at your schedule and kind of create that non-conference, kind of preseason schedule to get your team, some good field action before you come up and that stay up north and get into conference play?
We actually like to start a little bit later than some of the other teams so that we stay in kind of a role instead of like starting opening weekend and then, playing a week or two and then being off. So we just try to start a little bit later so that we just kind of keep that momentum. And, hopefully we'll work some of the kinks out in those preseason tournaments. Conference is March 22nd. That's pretty early.
Yeah. Well, Chris, I appreciate the time and best of luck here with students coming back and the start of the season less than a month away.
Yep. Thank you, Ben.